Nigerians leader, you need to wake up, you need to stand up. Do not let Nigerians to be pushed to the wall to do what is happening in Nepal. It simply means you are pushing Nigerians to destroy themselves with their own hand. Because that is the target, that is the trap. This is Robert has set for us. So that we can come out and begin to protest and destroy our land and eventually bring ourselves down. But it will not happen. That will not happen. That will not happen. That will not happen. It will not happen. It will not happen.
Welcome back to Gist Line. Every time Nigerian youths try to protest, the government starts shaking. And you'd think a government that claims to be a democratic will allow its citizens to express themselves. But no, all they do is panic because they know that a united youth movement has the power to bring down any system. They saw it during the NSAS protests when millions of young Nigerians came together, not under any political party, tribe or religion, but just under one voice. And they said we deserve better. That unity was a threat to these politicians. And for once, the politicians couldn't divide people with tribalism or religion. For once, the leaders saw that the youths were very serious about this, and that kind of fire, it felt is a threat to these people. Well, a lot of people feel this process is not necessary, while others feel it's necessary. Well, let's listen to what these people have to say about this, and I'll be right back. And if today is your first time joining my channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe.
The power of the people is more than the power of the people in government. Some politicians, what they do, by the time we start talking, some of them, na helicopter go carry them come out. You see what they happen for the power right now? That is the power of the people. They don't tire. They don't come out, say, no, we are tired. You must go. We are the people. The people are stronger than the people in government. Be strong.
The present dispensation, present government should not take Nigerians for a ride. We are saying it because when it will snowball, nobody knows. There is a way you can push somebody to the wall, the person will come back, will rebound.
Yes.
You understand? We are taking these things, it seems as if you go on the streets now, everywhere is empty. No shops opened. People are moving freely, except when it rains. You now see pockets of traffic and all that. So that tells you that once vibrant economy, is now nowhere to be found. And government is reading out statistics that has no relevance to the present day Nigeria. That is what we are saying. So it's a lesson. What is happening to Nepal is a lesson to our own government that they should do this things right. Nigerians are suffering. It's no longer news.
Because when these frustrations, are so much bottled in, like what has happened in Nepal, it has just unbottled.
Yes.
And what we say, it's more like the thing is it has already spun out of control.
Yes.
That case between the haves and the have-not. Yes. And I keep going back when they say social injustice. Social injustice is prevalent here. Yes. It's prevalent. That unequal redistribution of resources
yes. Which is exactly what is happening in this country.
Which is exactly what
that is why, when we are talking about Nupeng and Dangote, DSS came in because these things can snowball
into something.
Yes, assuming Nupeng, goes on strike, you go to pick your fuel in the filling station, you cannot. The transport cost rises. Every other thing rises. 2 days on and 3 days on. You cannot predict what will happen.
Cannot predict.
That is where the security angle to why this DSS intervene has to step in, because already there are contradictions in the system that are already very, very unsavory for the average Nigerian. So a little thing can ignite whatever. So it is very important that our government picks lessons from what is happening in Nepal. It's very instructive. Very instructive. Very, very instructive.
Nigerian government is scared of its youth, and now that's because the youths are rising. Nigeria has been ruled by the same set of old leaders that act like they own the country. These people recycle themselves in power, jumping from one political office to another while the masses suffer. They promise change, development, but what do we see? Darkness, hunger, insecurity, joblessness, poor education, collapsed health system. The list is just endless. And who are the ones suffering the most is the youths. The very people that should be the engine of the nation are being wasted, reduced to hustlers, beggars and desperate migrants running away to countries where their talents will be valued. But the youths are waking up. They're asking questions, they're demanding accountability and shouting for good governance. They are realizing that power actually belongs to the people, not a few old men who think they can sit on the throne forever. And that is what scares the government to death. Now, these people, whenever they come out to protest, what these politicians do is that they send hoodlums and talks to scatter the protest. They burn cars, attack innocent people, just so the media can tag it as violence. They bring in police and soldiers, not to protect the protesters, but to silence them. And when the world starts watching, they bring up propaganda, fake news, and they try to pay influencers to twist the story. And this is why many Nigerians are afraid of another protest, not because the youth don't have the will, but because they know the government will hijack it, paint it black, and unleash violence. The EndSARS protest is still fresh in the memory of Nigerians. What started as a peaceful movement against police brutality, it turned into a national awakening. For once, Nigerian youth felt powerful. But how did it end? With soldiers on the streets, shootings, they were arresting people, intimidating them, and the same government pretending nothing happened. Nigeria is a country of contradictions. The leaders are old, yet they refuse to retire. Citizens are young, vibrant, and hungry for change, yet they are told to wait for their time. But when will that time come? And this is what a lot of people are asking. How long will the old guard keep recycling themselves? The truth is, the government doesn't want to leave power. These people will not leave power. But they also don't want to fix the country. They want the youth to remain silent, jobless, and too tired to fight back. But the plan is failing. Young Nigerians, after seeing what happened in Nepal, they are connected, educated, and angry. They see what's happening in other countries, the way the youth in Nepal protested for change and they won. And they ask themselves now, why not us? This is why the government fears the youths. They are coming out to speak even on social media. They know that one day the same young people they've ignored will rise with a force that cannot be pulled down, and this force cannot even be bought, bribed, or broken. The fire in the hearts of the youth is not dying. It may be silent for now, but it's burning. And when this thing explodes, no talk, no propaganda, no intimidation will stop it. The government is scared, and they should be, because the day Nigerian youths fully realize the power they hold, the game will be over for them. And that is why these people are trying all their possible ways to convince other youths not to come out to protest. Well, there's something wrong with protest, and I wonder why these people are scared. Please don't forget to drop your opinion in the comment section. And if today is the first time joining my channel, please kindly like, share, and subscribe. Now I'll be playing some clips for you to listen and hear.
I was so disappointed. See everybody going to work. No problem. You can go to your work. By the time a price of bread that is 1,005 now, we hit 2,500. We will see how far. You can go to your work. By the time fuel goes to 1,500, we know how far. All of now where they go work, now the same market where they go. The same market. The same market. You feel you know they touch you, he go touch you very soon. So Nigerians should wake up. Don't allow anybody to gaslight you. Tinubu understand this. He understand rule and divide system. Give them money. Divide some people. Let them. That's the tactics he's using. For how long are we going to continue like this?
Shame on President Tinubu. Shame on the ruling party. Shame on the Senate President. Shame on the IGP. Shame on the Speaker. Shame on the DSS Director General. Shame on the Army Chief. Shame on Sanwo-Olu. Shame on all those who say we cannot protest. We have done it.
Some people dey here to know our movement. Some people know dey here but know where we are up to. And anybody wey dey here today, when we say you dey suffer, and dey share millions, you no fit push off. Make you dey drive ordinary Venza, and you dey come here to disrupt us. Ogun go kill you.
Nigeria. Every young Nigeria, every graduate wants to dust their certificate and go line up at visa embassy, running to other countries for job opportunities and greener pastures. Now, someone on Twitter tried to call on Nigerian youth to come together so we can achieve something like that, something similar. Guess what somebody has to say? See, everything boils down to tribalism. They want to put in tribalism in everything. This is where I just get tired when it comes to the matters of Nigeria.